Hey everybody, Webimoto here, and welcome to episode 26. I think it's 26. Must be 26. Yes, it is 26. I'll keep saying 26. Of our F1 2018 career mode. Pull the cable out of the headset, and because we all get old and all that kind of thing. Put on my better seeing vision things and press go. Anyway, it's Wednesday. I hope everybody's having a good Wednesday. It's very early in the morning in the US and GMT. Still relatively early also in Central Europe even, but here we are, getting ready for Paul Ricard. And we had a good race, you know, the other night on early in the week around Canada when we won the race. And we're coming off the second place in Monaco as well. So things are running up for us at the moment. Really enjoying it. So we have another good race here.
Congratulations on your success in the invitational event. There may not be points or prizes, but it still helps you look good.
Alright, so the car has had some upgrades completed. And we are now 4th from the bottom and closing in quickly on Renault, which is just awesome sauce. We have some points to spend.
What do you think of this one?
This is another aero upgrade. If we have a look at the performance, look at that. We now have, I am not kidding, the 3rd best engine on the grid with a Honda in the back of our car. That is absolutely phenomenal. We now have the 5th best chassis on the grid. So yes, our aero is what's really letting us down.
I recommend we could go for something like this.
We can't do that upgrade, but we can do this one. Let's do it. Let's do it. This car is coming along in leaps and bounds, which I'm really happy about. Let's go to practice. So I've just been working at the schedule for the next few days as well, or for the remainder of the week. This will be our last stream of the week per se until Friday, where we'll do a stream Saturday morning my time. No, we'll let this guy talk.
Here in the south of France, where we're about to get underway for free practice. An opportunity here then for the drivers to learn the track and learn the car, and of course work out all the little kinks that show up when the teams put these cars together at the circuit. Anthony Davidson, this is all very familiar to you of course, so why don't you give us an idea as to what the drivers will be getting up to in these sessions?
I'd say the first responsibility for drivers during free practice is in gathering data for correlation purposes, which allows the engineers to match real-life data against the simulation. Secondly, the driver then needs to dial themselves into a circuit that they may not have driven around for a full year, which is a fact that's often overlooked. And then you finally focus on the details of car setup and the tyre wear. It's critical to have a good relationship with your engineer here so they can make the right adjustments at the right time to the car and ultimately bring out the performance you're looking for.
Yeah, there we go. Hide yourself.
Okay then, we've fitted some new parts for this session. Hopefully they'll help you squeeze a bit more pace from the car.
Alright, so to get back to what we were talking about in terms of the schedule, we'll be back here on Friday, everybody else's time except mine. Friday, 10 AM my time, but that's going to be 7 o'clock Friday night in Central America. And not Central America, but, you know, Central United States. That's midnight Central Europe and 11 PM GMT. We'll try out that time of day to see if that works better for international. And then we'll be back again on Saturday evening my time, something more akin 2 hours in the future from now, which is about 5:30 AM in America, 10:30 AM Central Europe, and 9:30 AM GMT. We'll be back with the stream. Likely just to be F1 2018 streams, those two. And then we may do another Red Dead Redemption stream on Sunday, but we'll see how we go. Not locked in yet. I'll finalise the schedule and release it over the coming days. Won't get too much talking because there's no one watching at the moment, and it breaks my heart. So let's just drive the car. Whoops, didn't want to do that. That's the one I want. think we'll just put our Canada setup on. I think the wing is quite low. That's good. It's kind of what I feel like I want here.
Okay, we'll alter the setup of the car.
Yeah, cool. Just wanted to get out of that. I forgot to put some old stuff back in the car, but that's okay. I think unlike my first season, the first season race here, I actually know my way around this track now, so hopefully we'll be right to go. Watch me spear off the road because I don't remember it very well. The end of the lap is certainly the hardest part, as Coldplay would say. Whoa, that curve is brutal. Wow. That Red Bull is on it. Oh, bugger. Oh, it said we missed that one? That's an ambitious call. And then we missed the DRS. Fair enough. Yeah, I might not be carrying enough wing. Right, this is our last shot at it. just. We got right on it. Right, we got right on the 445. But close enough is good enough. In terms of lap time, what did we do? 34.5 as opposed to Ricardo's 33.6. First sector 7 tenths, middle sector half a second. 7 tenths to Ocon in the middle sector. But we're quite a lot faster in the first sector. 7 tenths to Ricardo, first sector, and then quite a little bit slower in the last sector, which does indicate that we might not have enough wing on the car. We'll try that. Tire management. Let's roll. Try and get a bit more aggressive. And use the power of our power unit, which I'm amazed. Third best engine on the grid now, or power unit on the grid. Oh, that's not... We made a mess of that. Alright, so that's where we're losing a lot of time. So we're going pretty good up until the last sector there, so... That's good, but we lost a fair bit of time coming out of those last two corners. So that's a worry. We did look at the weather, didn't we? No, practice 1, 2, 3. Starting out very wet in qualifying and starting out wet in the race. Interesting. Might be worth us putting more wing on the car, you know, with conditions like that. FP2, let's do
An
it.
interesting practice session there then. Let's remind ourselves of the top three.
In terms of lap
who
time?
are Hamilton, Raikkonen and Valtteri Bottas.
3/10 faster than
Practice
Pierre.
times are
We didn't really do much representative, but I would have hoped that we'd be a little bit further up the grid at that point. Let's check out and see what hardware we're running in the car. Okay. %81% worn. No, we're not going to put that back in the car. But we will put that MGUH back in the car. Still on our first one. We will put that turbo back in the car. Still on our first one. Very good. Let's go to FP2. Oh, fuel. Let's go. Try and push a little bit harder here. I think we'll try and make something a little bit more representative. Wow, no rear end grip. That was close. Traction very poor. We couldn't get it into purple. We weren't close. We weren't close enough. The lap times are struggling, but we did put some older kit in the car, so I'm not too fussed about that. Earth management. Hopefully, this will be a little bit easier. We might be struggling with lap time a little bit around here, to be honest. We might not get the result that we thought. We were really competitive around here last season, if I remember rightly. But we'll have to see how we go this time out. Carrying way too much speed there on the get-go again. Not getting it right through there either. There we go. Urge management was a little bit easier for us. That's good. All right, off to FP3 we go. To do our race sim and quali sim. That's better. That's a much better lap time for us. P11. P11, we're just doing fuel test and nose test. So we actually haven't maximized the lap time yet either, and we've gone P11. So that I feel much more confident about the weekend at this point. So let's do our race pace testing and our qualifying pace testing and see how we go. See how many resource points we've got ourselves. Didn't maximize the fuel test, so we'll only get one purple there. But that's okay. Get to sub 1200 currently. FP3, here we go. Bow, bow, bow. Alright. Race pace. Let's do it. Our first run on the Ultra Soft as well. I reckon we can nearly carry 5th through that corner, you know? I always feel like we could carry 4th as well through there, but it just never happens. Never works out for us. Oh, that was close. Yeah, we can carry 5th through there. feel like I should be committing to a lower gear earlier there, but it's a really tricky corner. We've gone much faster on this lap though. That'll do. Back to the garage. Let's get ready for our quali run. So we're 4/10 slower than Hulkenberg. 2/10 first sector. A little bit off in the middle. Half second off in the last. Don't know how much fuel he was on though, so I'm still pretty comfortable with where we are pace-wise. But Gasly, second, 1.1 up on us in the middle sector. That's interesting. But he's like 1.5 slower in the first sector. And then we're pretty even through the last sector. How's he so fast in the middle sector? And even Sorokin, look at that, is massively fast in the middle sector. I don't know. This game's a bit weird sometimes, I think. Qualifying pace. Let's get this done and do the race for realsies and qualifying for realsies. Whoa. Oh, really? We lost quite a lot of time through those last couple of corners. That's all right. What position did we... Estimated qualifying position of 7th. Okay, we're good. Let's go to quali.
Quick look at the classification at the end of the session.
Second fastest.
Here are your top three. Vettel, Wood, and Lewis Hamilton.
But we ain't reading much into that.
That concludes an interesting practice session. Let's hope for more excitement.
See how we go. That last sector was not good for us at all. We were through the penultimate corner. We were well wide, and we probably gave up a fair bit of time. I feel like in qualifying we can carry 4th through the 4th last corner. So after you go through that long right-hander where it's got a really, really late apex, I feel like when we're carrying 5th through there, we could probably carry 4th through the corner before it if we're just careful. But of course we know the start of qualifying is going to be wet, so we'll see how that goes. Messages, upcoming session. So qualifying is going to start very wet. So, see how we go. We may very well bomb out of Q1 here with conditions how they are, but we'll do our best, of course. See how we go.
Welcome to qualifying for this weekend's French Grand Prix.
Absolutely throwing it down.
Adjustments before the lights go green, and the fight for pole position gets underway. And as we count down to that green light, I have to say, Anthony Davidson, that this rain is not showing any signs whatsoever of abating. I imagine we'll be looking at some last-minute setup changes to better adapt these cars to the conditions. What do you think?
The trouble is, Crofty, there need to be.
That's a horrendous shirt that guy's wearing.
Jacking up the ride heights and piling on a few points of
they reckon that inters are the way to go here. It's very heavy rain.
Regulations mean that you have to make that choice. The best thing the drivers can do is adapt with the tools they have available in the cockpit. Moving the brake bias forward will help stop the rear end slipping out under braking, and opening up the differential can really help tame the oversteer on corner exit. The drivers that can make best use of these techniques will have the best chance for success here today.
Heavy rain. I reckon it's the wrong tyre. I reckon that's the way to go. And also I think we'll put some unsuitable tyre warning was that? I wasn't really paying attention. Okay, so it says the heavy, it's put me back onto the inter. Oh, I didn't put the good stuff back in the car, you know. Oh dear. I've got some, well, I wasn't even paying attention. We've got some very well-worn components in this car. Yeah, this must be the right tyre. Even if the car does feel like it kind of wants to kill me. If we qualify poorly here, we might swap over some of the parts in the car. We'll see how we go. Ooh. Whoa! That was silly. Ah, yeah.
Car repairs have set us back a little.
What position are we in? Yeah. Let's get back out on track. Hey, Deirdros, welcome to the stream, man. Good to have you here. Alright, let's see what we can do here. That's not good. Didn't maximise the last part of the lap, did we? But we are 10th now, which is good. So the DRS has been enabled. Yeah, you're not a bad idea, you know. Oh, I haven't got enough time left.
Everyone ready?
Ah, frick it.
Okay, let's go.
No, this is a... Don't... Ah, for fuck's sake. I hate... I didn't want that. So, we may have... That may have been too late. We may have been on track at exactly the wrong moment. We're currently 12th. And I'd say we've been bumped out dead last. Yep. We're on track at the wrong time. I'll be right back, guys. Just give me 2 seconds. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. So we're last. I'm upset about that, but what can we do? It's too late now. We're on track at the wrong time.
The fans really seem to enjoy that.
I
They
didn't.
made it look easy.
I don't know how you can
Your
say that.
qualifying pace didn't put you at the front of the grid. Will this be a problem tomorrow? You left some body work out there on the track.
Really like the blue design of the French Grand Prix. Yeah, I like it too. It's similar to the runoff areas they have at Abu Dhabi, which I quite like as well. All right, so we're starting last. There's not much we can do, but and the race is going to start damp, I think. So we'll have to see what we can do. But yeah, that really sucks for us, in all honesty. But at least we can overtake at this track. We'll do what we can. Let's just skip that garbage.
Obviously, I expected a better session.
Shut
but
your face.
These things happen from time to time. Try to make up for it in the race.
I got caught out by the weather. What do you want me to do? Start last. I'm going to use the opportunity to do that. Yeah. Let's do that. Alright. We'll see what we can do. Oh, my viewers just left. What's up, guys? You don't want to watch me try and race from last to try and get a result? Ah, so hard to please. Yeah, we were just on track at the wrong time. It dried out way too early for us.
Welcome along then to the Circuit Paul Ricard, home of the French Grand Prix, home race of the Renault team, and of course a number of the drivers on the grid as well. Of the 14 races held here up until 1990, 5 were won by a Frenchman, and 4 of those, of course,
We're Alain
Alain
Prost.
I wonder who'll add their name to that winners list.
Alain Prost will. He's going to come out of retirement,
We
jump
have
in that
15
Renault.
corners here at the Circuit Paul
He's gonna make it
Ricard,
happen.
6 to the left and 9 to the right. The rain is coming down and making for a slippery racing surface, but luckily there is plenty of runoff available, and hopefully we'll be able to avoid bringing out a safety car during today's Grand Prix. Joining me for today's race once again is Anthony Davidson. Let's talk about Wood. There's been some controversy surrounding some comments they made in the media recently. What's your take on that?
I think the fans always find it refreshing to find a driver who speaks their mind, but it's generally not a great idea to go around bad-mouthing the people who employ you and build your car. These are the people you want to keep motivated and on your side.
Oh dear.
This is what the starting grid looks
Well,
like.
you should give me some better answers to the questions then, shouldn't you?
Yesterday sees him start from pole position.
I don't care. I don't care about the race.
Looking down the rest of
I don't care.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
So it's projected to dry out pretty early. Probably inside the first. We might get there inside the first 10 laps to have it dry enough. Yeah. Okay. 60 place grid penalty. You know it. We're so far back, we're in Belgium.
Everything looks good on the power unit cycle, so let's concentrate on bringing tyres and brakes up to temperature.
Oop. I see you've done some miracle when you start from behind. Yeah, we'll see how we go, Deradros. It's gonna be a tough race because it's starting wet. I imagine there's going to be quite a lot of conformity in the field in regards to pit stop strategy. So, I mean, we could go straight to the soft and try and one-stop the race. If we can make these tyres hold out to a point where it's dry enough, I think that's what we'll do. We have got a very powerful power unit now, third most powerful power unit in the field, behind Ferrari and Mercedes. So I do hope that we'll be able to power past some cars. All the components we have in the car are brand new, courtesy of our 60 place grid penalty that we took. So here's hoping, yeah? We'll try and have some fun. We'll try and have a fun race. Try and overtake some cars. Try and put on a good show for you guys. Yeah. We're not starting on the side of the grid that I'd like to, but that's alright. Too much wheel spin, as you can see. You idiot! I did the same thing in bloody qualifying. That's a shame because we had a run on Gasly there. I don't think we're exceeding track limits there, in all honesty. I think that's a very harsh interpretation. We'll have to be careful because that's already 2 of those in the opening 2 laps. Whoa! Clumsy.
The tyre situation is an interesting one, but I think the right call is to stick with what we've got right now. Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
Keep current.
Got that confirmed?
Oh, hang on. No, I don't want that. I don't want to go to the super sub. Actually, I'm not convinced that... Yeah, I think we will go to the
Don't
super sub.
forget, box this lap.
Is one of the vital things to getting in front of Gasly. Oh, come on, game! Fuck off. There's nothing I can do about it now. I'm gonna get stuck here. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm done. I'm gonna get stuck here. Race is over. Piece of shit of a game.
Okay, you only have to stop one snap.
Shut your goddamn mouth, Jeff. Save it.
We're running it.
Shut up.
Okay, copy that. Pierre is in.
Shut up.
Understood, copy that.
Well, if he hit me then, it was his own stupid fault. Fuck off. Sorry, game, I'm not happy with you. Whoa! I'm about to be overtaken by this Mercedes behind me. can't do it. Pit window opens next lap. See if we can do an undercut on these guys. Or an overcut, I should say. Box this lap.
Okay, we can take you this lap.
Hey Hazard, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Oh, that wasn't ideal. Oh, pretty tardy on the entry as well. Alright, so what we're looking for is the other Renault. There's the Red Bull. Rosso. Whoa. Whoa. We're just gonna replay that because I was busy messing around with the controls. And that corner came up way too fast. So I gained no advantage there. That's better. Damn it, so we weren't able to make up position on these guys. We weren't even really able to make up ground on them, for that matter. But it was worth a shot, you know? But we'll see what we can do to the end of the race. Still liking the game? Yeah, it's good. Won my first race, last one out. Oh no, I think we did make up time. Wasn't really paying attention. That McLaren that was in front of us was Van Dorn, not Alonso. Alonso's behind us, so he did make up position. This track actually looks like it's alright in the game. Yeah, it is. It's enjoyable. Thank you, Deirdros. Sebastian's going slowly. Oh, come on. Nah. I'm having too much fun with this. That would just wreck it. To be fair, the two I got on the opening 2 laps were BS anyway. But that's the only one we'll do. If I get one of those again, I'll just accept it. Just let me have a shot here at getting on the podium. And the Mercs are a long way up the road. a slow Mercedes in front of us. Or is it just a Williams? The colours are very close together for those cars. Ah, it's a Williams. Get out of the way. Muppet. Three podiums in a row. A second, a win, and a third.
That's a fantastic.
Oh, it wasn't a
performance
Mercedes
from
in the
Ferrari.
lead.
It hardly
Must have been
gets a
Raikkonen.
doubt.
Well, obviously it was Raikkonen.
So
it was.
How exactly did they set themselves apart?
I
from
thought it was the
pack
two Mercs
today?
out in front, but there you go.
I'd say it's just raw pace, plain and simple. I mean, we could sit here and talk about strategy all day, the overtaking, looking after the tyres, but at the end of it all, if you want to win, you need a package that's got the speed over everyone else, and that's exactly what they had today.
And now it's time to wind down and celebrate after that fantastic Grand Prix. Here they come, your top three, out onto the podium.
What else was behind you all along? Yeah, clearly. There you go. So 3 podiums in a row. At what point do we become a championship contender? In a Toro Rosso.
And now let's take a look at the driver's standings. It's a good result for Lewis
From 20th
Hamilton,
to
who
3rd.
moves further ahead at the top of the table. Moving on to the driver of the day then, Anthony Davidson.
4th
Who
in a
would you go
championship.
I have to give it to Wood. They demonstrated a very delicate touch in
30
close
points
proximity
off
to
the
other
lead of the
cars, as well as
championship.
showing a lot of maturity and patience in difficult situations.
for? And now let's take a look at the constructors' standings. Ferrari extend
Toro
their
Rosso
lead at the
3rd.
top of the championship.
Red Bull down to 5th.
Meanwhile, good work from Force India this weekend, who pushed themselves further up the order. After all this drama, you'd be mad not to join us for the next race. We hope to see you then. Take care.
There's Pierre on his 11 points. Meanwhile, I'm up there on 88. Wow. Not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, we had some flashbacks that race, unlike Canada. But I thought that was pretty good fun.
Good day today. Tell us about it from your perspective. You were cutting your way through the field during the race. Another podium. You must be getting used to it up there.
I'm going to say that because the guys in the power unit division have
Your
done
team
it
must be ecstatic with how
magnificent.
you're performing. How do you feel the weather affected the outcome today?
I love a good pun. if there's a good pun to be had, I'm a choose it every time. Every time if there's a pun, I'll use it. Didn't dampen my spirits. Boom, tish. Oh, I got to choose a rival after I slaughtered Van Dorn. Oh yeah, we beat that. Contract negotiation.
Say congrats on the podium. It's thoroughly deserved. We were sweating those last few laps on the pit wall, but you
Brought it home. Contract negotiation. What can we go for here? Pit stop efficiency.
It's time for us to renegotiate your contract. Here you can see the current deal.
I don't want to go
Once
too much with
negotiations
that.
begin, the team will make you an offer. You can accept if you like, but I strongly suggest we push for better terms. They aren't coming round to that proposal. Let's try something else.
It took way too much
Our proposal has been
off.
accepted. The new contract will take effect from the next race weekend. Remember to select a driver that you consider your rival from the rivalry screen on the workstation. Performing well against your rival can earn you respect and better terms when it comes to our contract reviews.
So Austria, we've got two major, or one major and one minor upgrade coming. That will move us, theoretically, to the 5th best car. But guess what? You're going to have to wait for the next episode, which, as I said previously, will be on Saturday morning my time, your Friday night for most of the rest of the world. 10 a.m. my time on Saturday the 10th of November. That'll be 7 p.m. on Friday for the Central US time. Midnight, Gomenasai for Central Europe. And 11 p.m. GMT, all on Friday night. Where we will do the next race to see how we go. And then we'll do another stream. I'll release the schedule a little bit before the next stream. So that's that. It was a good race. I'm happy with that. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.